All right, our forecast for today, mostly dry, and you can expect one of the hottest weeks of the year ahead this coming week. Temperatures in the overnight hours will remain in the 70s like we woke up to today. Upper 70s across both sides of the lake, and we ended up topping out right around 88. So just a degree below average for this time of year. A beautiful evening across downtown, as you can see from our rooftop here at Channel 4. Temperatures right now anywhere from the upper 70s to low 80s, but of course, once you factor in the humidity, we've got what feels like almost 90 degrees out there at 10:30 p.m. So our live radar picture, mostly quiet. We're not going to see a lot of rain overnight tonight or into tomorrow. Really, I think our rain chances are going to be pretty minimal, especially compared to yesterday. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. We'll keep the clouds around and temperatures in the upper 70s. As we get into Monday, you can expect much of the same. Not a bad idea to keep the umbrella in the back seat, have the rain gear just in case, but I do think overall coverage for any pop-up thunderstorms is going to be your typical experience during the summertime, probably a lower end flood threat than we've seen over the course of the weekend. So our river levels, even coming off of yesterday's high rainfall totals near Picayune, are definitely improved. We're seeing the western and eastern Hobelichita rivers in the minor flood stage like we saw 2 weeks ago when they started rising. They finally subsided. So tomorrow's forecast likely a little bit cooler than 90 degrees. We'll stay in the upper 80s with the combination of clouds and sunshine. And then we'll get into the middle of the week with drier air moving in. Really, more than anything, that just means we're going to see less rain chances, but still a lot of humidity out there. So less Gulf moisture contributing to the possibility of storms firing off. Here's your dew point forecast. We'll continue to see the 70s. Of course, when we're in the lower 70s compared to the upper 70s, it's a little more pleasant, but still you'll notice that humidity the moment you step outside. Our rain chances, they're going to be below 30% for the majority of this week. So most of the viewing area is going to stay dry. Again, you could have an isolated storm, and when those storms pump up, they do produce a good bit of rain in a short amount of time. So always, if you end up encountering standing water, make sure you turn around. But we'll continue with the 30 to 40% rain chances being our highest into next weekend. Here's your high temperature forecast. As a result, we'll probably reach the 90-degree mark several days in a row. So that would definitely mark this coming week as the hottest of 2026 so far. Of course, we just saw our first 90-degree day within the last couple of weeks. So it really has not been as warm as we've seen in the previous years earlier in the calendar. Low temperatures as we get into the mornings each and every day this week will be in the mid to upper 70s. Usually we're in the lower 70s on the North Shore closer to the state line, and then we see the mid 70s near the water and the upper 70s closer to the coast. So mid 70s near our lakefront conditions will continue with as mostly quiet in the tropics. So some good news there as we approach the first official week of hurricane season. Still no development expected. We'll keep our eyes, of course, on the Gulf and let you know if anything changes. But here's your 7-day forecast. It's going to be a really traditional summer-like outlook. Temperatures again in the upper 80s to low 90s. When the rain chances are a little bit lower, it means our heat and humidity will be the headlines. We'll see those 70s each and every morning into the overnight time frame as well.